What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, y'all. Y'all know what day it is. It's Friday! And I have a great show set up for y'all today. In breaking news, Donald Trump is sued by Philadelphia after removing slavery plaques. And also, Corey Holcomb literally just got caught on surveillance camera, but we just actually got the surveillance camera footage of him punching a female comedian in the face. That is literally breaking an hour ago. We'll bring that to you. In lead stories, Nicki Minaj is projected to lose her fame and fortune because of her husband. In quick news, we're going to talk Bad Bunny, Beyonce and Jay-Z, ICE arresting kids, and Donald Trump wanting a fourth term. As always, we're going to close out the show with social discussion, lesson, and question of the day. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TV, radio, your devices up. It's Friday, and I'm about to start this show. Let's go. All right. What up to everybody out there? What is going on? Everybody catching us live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Kick. Y'all may not have heard it at the beginning, but it's Friday. And y'all know, oops, I was going to reach for my horn. And y'all know how much I love a Friday. No, that was not loud enough. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, let's go. All right. Okay. I am pumped up, and I'm also a little disorganized. I'll just be truthful to y'all right now. We literally just got a breaking story of Corey Holcomb getting caught on surveillance footage. I was on the phone with people in LA. I have a comedian friend of mine that knows Christina Payne well. So we're going to cover that. I was listening to this TMZ interview she literally just did an hour ago. So we're going to bring all of that to you live. Okay. So first and foremost, let's kick things off with Donald Trump. Okay. I try not to talk about Donald Trump. For those of you who are used to watching the show, I try to have Fridays a little bit more lax than trying not to go into politics and Donald Trump. But there are just a couple of things that happened today and yesterday that I have to do my due diligence and cover it, but we will cover it quickly. All right. I see all y'all in the chat saying hello and all of that. We will be getting to the chat at the end of the show. I'm anxious to talk to you guys and to send everybody off on their I'm about to say holiday weekend. Everybody knows every weekend for me is like a holiday weekend. All right. So really excited. Okay. Let's kick things off with Donald Trump. All right. Let's just get him out of the way. Here is a video from a news organization. I think it's like NBC or something. Donald Trump is continuing his racist ideology of whitening America. And that's just, it is what it is. There has been a lot of people, Elon Musk, a lot of people in his camp, Stephen Miller, that has come out and said that. And this is part of the reason why we have ICE. Well, the main reason why we have ICE. And you see things going on in Minnesota. Donald Trump wants to make sure that the white Europeans that have taken over America continue to be the predominant race. And things like this that I'm going to show you about these slavery plaques being taken down in Philadelphia, it's not huge news anymore because we're so concerned of what's going on in Minnesota and everything else that's going on in the world that if this would have happened literally like 2 years ago, it would have been breaking news all over the world. But this is like a little blip on the radar. Take a listen to what Donald Trump has done.
Dismantling several plaques which told the stories of the 9 enslaved people who lived in the president's house and were owned by George Washington.
The removals come after an order last year from President Trump directing National Park staff to flag any displays seen as disparaging to America's past.
Action News report.
Sorry, just interrupt. How is this disparaging to America's past? Like, I just don't understand. Slavery is a part of American history. That's not disparaging.
Reporter Corey Davis is live at the site with reaction to a move that is making national headlines this morning. Corey.
Matt and Aliana, good morning. That lawsuit is 144 pages long. The city of Philadelphia suing the Trump administration, arguing that the federal government was not allowed to remove the exhibit honoring the lives of those 9 people enslaved by President George Washington.
And once again, Donald Trump doing whatever he feels like he wants to do. But here is the key thing, and I'm sorry for pausing it. I know you guys hate sometimes when I pause things. Listen to this, and this is the silver lining in here, is that these 9 slaves' names are engraved. They cannot take down these plaques because they're engraved. So they're still being honored, at least with their names. The plaques have more definition, but at least their names are still there. Take a listen.
Names, however, are still engraved out here at the site, but any indication of who they were or what their lives were like have been removed. The panels here are now gone. So this site here is what is the president's house. It was the president's house where President George Washington and at the time Vice President John Adams conducted business before the White House was ready, but there is no indication of what this site was like anymore. The slave quarters are still visible down there at the moment, but once again, tourists don't know what this was. All of the paneling and everything have been taken down.
Just another disgusting move. And you know what? If that's something that you want to forget about Trump administration, maybe it's something that your forefathers should not have done. Think about it like that. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to deep dive into this. I'd like to send you guys off on a Friday with your spirits up. But listen, I have family in Philadelphia. I was on the phone with them, and I also have a couple other people out there. Y'all know that Philly don't play around, city of brotherly love. There are some plans to do stuff outside of the government suing, all right? Philly, y'all know, I know y'all are not going to just stand for that. Okay, let's go to my second breaking news. And like I said earlier, excuse me if I'm a tad bit all over the place with this. I love to be prepared when I'm speaking about something. And this literally just broke an hour or so ago, and I wasn't able to do my full deep dive and my due diligence, but I'm going to do the best that I can. Okay. Corey Holcomb, no punchline, all punch to female comics face. Now I have, for those of you who are watching this video, you'll see here in the corner, this is Corey punching Christina Payne in the face, a fellow comedian. I have the video. I'm going to play it for you guys in a second, but I want to give you context. I'll read to you a little bit from TMZ. Then I'll give you guys the background of what she was saying in her interview with TMZ, okay? There's nothing funny about that. What comedian Corey Holcomb appeared to do in this video, socking a woman right in the face in a Hollywood street brawl. The surveillance video allegedly shows Corey and female comic Christina Payne jawing at each other outside of Hollywood Improv as a large group of people watched, and then suddenly he pulls up and right jabs her in the face. TMZ broke the story when all of this went down. December 2024. That's the caveat here. This is not new, but I'll fill you guys in on that. Law enforcement sources told us Corey had punched her over a month-long feud between the comedians. This video, obtained by Biz Room, plays out exactly as the incident was described to us. Immediately after Corey punches Christina, a bunch of guys jump him and slam him to the ground and apparently beat him until he was able to escape. Christina filed a battery report with LAPD, but Corey was never arrested. In fact, 2 months later, he attempted but failed to get a temporary restraining order against her, claiming Christina put hands on him first while his back was turned to her. Okay. Corey claims she was also trash talking him, saying your mama is a B word and your D ain't ish. He clearly knows this video existed because in court documents, he accused Christina of giving TMZ a clip that only showed his aggression and not hers. We never published or even received any such video. And that's TMZ, by the way. We've reached out to him to see if the story has changed and no word back. Like I said, the story is developing. So Harvey just interviewed Christina Payne an hour ago, and I watched the video, and she's doubling down, saying that she was not the aggressor. She did not start all of this. She also added something now. She said that if we get the beginning of the video, we're not going to see her doing anything to him. But what we will see is Corey handing a GUN to somebody else saying, yo, I'm about to do something to this girl and I don't want this on me. Hide this in the car. And then allegedly after the scrap went down, which I'm going to play for you, Corey asked the girl, the unknown name girl, to go back and get the GUN after the guys were jumping him. So that's what it's going on here. Now, Corey says, if you guys get the full tape, you'll actually see her coming after me and putting hands on me. That is why he went to the court before, I guess sometime early in 2025. They're both trying to get restraining orders against him. Now, against each other. Now, y'all know me. To me, it doesn't matter what the beginning or the middle or the end is. I do not stand for any man at any time putting his hands on a woman. I don't care. That's DV. Put Corey Holcomb in jail. And if you go back into Corey Holcomb's history, and for those of you who don't know, he is notorious for being disrespectful, misogynistic, and just a disgusting human being to women, especially Black women. Okay? And he has gone at somebody who I consider family, and that's Jess Hilarious from The Breakfast Club. Y'all know I'm Team Charlemagne. I am Team iHeartRadio. That is family. So her, Lauren LaRosa, all of them, I already had a problem with Corey before this. Now, like I told you, I was speaking to somebody from LA, and just before I went live here, I put a quick video, that I'm going to play for you guys on Instagram. And before I could even post, he wrote and says, Christina is my friend. Crazy, this is finally dropping. And I'm like, do you know the backstory? He said, yeah. I think they have both been at each other for years. What is sad is nobody really believed her until the tape just dropped and people's jaw have dropped. I'm kind of figuring things out now. And then I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Wild story. He says, yeah, I'm really glad that you reported it. He's a piece of ish. Okay, so this is familiar comedians in this comedian circle, and this comedian works at the Monday Improv with Christina Payne and Corey Holcomb. And that's where it kind of ends there. The thing for me, and I'm going to play the video for you guys in a second, the thing for me is that the video we are only getting now, TMZ said that they never had it. Christina says that she had it and went to the cops with it already. So Christina had it, the cops had it. Why hasn't Corey been arrested? That is what I cannot figure out. I'm going to play this video for you guys, and then y'all let me know if this makes any sense to you, because this is clear footage. Hold on. All right, let me hear. Now, there's no sound to this, okay? But look, there she is. Arguing. This is Corey right here, by the way. Okay, here's Corey. She's clearly yelling at him. He steps to her, goes at boom right there, and then now you see the guys going after him. I don't want to play too much because I don't want YouTube to take it down. But if you just skip, like, you know, they hold him back, and then things kind of just continue in the street. There she is here, seen arguing with him. You know, she wants to go after him. Guys are holding her back. That's apparently when he went back to the girl and said, "Yo, go get my GUN," and they were out. But again, I'll just play it back for you quickly. Very, very clear that they're having an argument. Here's Corey right here. Here's Christina Payne. They're having an argument. And again, she is alleging that they were having an argument, and this is what comedians do, back and forth with each other. And Corey said before this, he had put hands on her. And I ask you, if she had put hands on you, why would you be in this state? To me, if he is saying that I'm defending myself, if I'm here in a crowd and you come up and you put hands on me and I'm defending myself, there's not going to be a 10-minute break where we're having an argument. That's no more self-defense. Self-defense is you're putting hands on me, I'm grabbing you, and I'm punching you back. That's self-defense. Self-defense is not you putting hands on me, and then 5 minutes later after we argue, I come and step to you and double back and put hands on you. That is not self-defense. Watch it again now with that in mind. Here we go. Arguing. She's yelling. This is Corey right here. There's people around watching what's going on. He puts his drink in his hand, comes up in her face, boom. And then the guy comes and defends her. By the way, at least there was some real men there coming to defend Christina Payne. Okay. So that is all we have right now. Like I said, story is developing. If there's anything that comes out over the weekend, if Corey gets arrested, which again, that's the one thing I can't figure out. Why is he not immediately arrested when the cops have this? I don't know. And by the way, this is not like a Diddy Cassie thing in the sense of we saw the videotape of Diddy putting hands on Cassie in the hotel room. That was statute of limitation. If that had happened a month prior or even a year prior, Diddy would have been arrested immediately. This video was captured in 2024, okay, in California. The statute of limitation is 5 years, okay? So I'm predicting that Corey is probably going to be arrested. That's just my prediction, okay? All right, that is it for breaking news. Let's go over to lead stories and talk Nicki Minaj. Okay, Nicki Minaj, Nicki. Oh boy, here, let me put this up here.
So today we informed the court.
1 second here. Okay, here is Madame Nicki Minaj. Okay, this broke quickly yesterday after we got off air. So some of you may have heard this. I'm just going to run it down for you quickly. We have talked about this, and I let you guys know that this was going to happen, but I want to bring you guys up to speed. Nicki Minaj is in the clear and has avoided the forced sale of her $20 million Hidden Hills mansion after satisfying a $500,000 default judgment tied to a lawsuit filed by a security guard who accused her husband, Kenneth Petty, of assault during a 2019 concert in Germany. According to Rolling Stones, the guard's attorney, Paul, confirmed that Nicki paid the judgment just as the Los Angeles judge was preparing to rule on selling the property to cover the debt. She has satisfied the judgment, Paul said, adding that the matter was resolved at the 11th hour. Los Angeles Superior Court judge, who was set to decide whether the home could be sold, expressed relief after learning of the settlement, noting that she wanted to ensure all liens and mortgage obligations were properly addressed before any sale. So here is the attorney. And before I play the attorney, just to give a background for those of you who don't know, Nicki Minaj's horrible deadbeat loser husband, Kenneth Petty, who is a registered sex offender and just a horrible, horrible person, continues to drag and bring Nicki Minaj down. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with y'all in the comment section. And I know my outliers are going to agree with me. But I know some barbs won't. Since Nicki got with Kenneth and since she had her baby, and I'm very happy that she's able to build a family, Nicki's been on the steady decline, if you ask me. And if you guys remember 2 or 3 months ago with her being on the stage saying, oh, Donald Trump is amazing, JD Vance is amazing, blah, blah, blah. That's Nicki Minaj working with the Republicans and MAGA so that she can get her husband a pardon, so that she can move freely around and doesn't have to register him everywhere she goes. Now, I bring that just to give you the back end of the situation. And let's get back to this situation of him putting hands on this bodyguard and now costing Nicki $500,000. It's so bad, they didn't even have a leg to stand on. That's why this is a default judgment. They didn't even go to court. They didn't even try to put up a defense. They didn't do anything. This guard just brought the civil suit. She didn't do anything. And that's why default judgment. And she just literally gets a letter saying, you didn't want to come to court. You didn't say anything. Well, we award him the $500,000. Oh, are you going to pay it? No, she takes a year, 2 years. I'm not going to pay it. Then the judge is like, all right, you have a home here. We're going to sell your home. And we all knew that Nicki was not going to let her $20 million house be sold to pay off $500,000 debt. Those numbers don't add up. I just say all of that to just show you the mind state that she's in. Bruh. Your husband put hands on a guard. You know what's going on. Yo, just pay that and shut up and just keep on moving. You know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous to me. And Nicki has an album that's coming out in March. She has lost 10 million followers on Instagram. She had to deactivate her Instagram because she was losing so much. Nicki Minaj's reputation of who she used to be is in the garbage. I liken it to Kanye. Like, she has lost so much online support and so many barbs, and this doesn't help her at all. Listen to the security guard's lawyer.
So today we informed the court that Nicki Minaj has satisfied the judgment, and so therefore there is no need to proceed further with our motion for an order authorizing the sale of her house in order to satisfy that judgment.
What does your client think of this? How's he responding?
He's incredibly gratified and happy. It's been a long time coming to have justice finally done here. But he's very happy for himself. He suffered a very heinous attack years ago. And not only did it take years to achieve the judgment, but then took nearly 2 years in order to enforce that judgment.
Ridiculous.
And we never thought it would have to go quite this far in order to actually go and put a levy on a multi-millionaire's house and go to the last 24 hours before she decided to satisfy the judgment.
Just like I said, just ridiculous. Pay the guy off his money and just move on. Anyways, that is what we are going to do. We are going to move on and try to keep it positive. Although we have to go to quick news and talk Bad Bunny getting backlash for supporting gay pride. We're going to talk a little bit about Beyonce and Jay-Z losing deals. Everybody likes to hate on them also too. We're going to talk about ICE arresting kids, and not necessarily just the 5-year-old that everyone's talking about. I have another video that's literally heartbreaking that I posted on Instagram today. We're going to cover that quickly. And Donald Trump put out a post. I haven't been able to put this on Instagram yet, but Donald Trump put out a post and he said, yo, my numbers are so high. Do y'all think I should go for a 4th term? And my question is, yo, what is he telling us? Because he hasn't even been elected for a 3rd term. And also, a 3rd term is unconstitutional. So is he saying that they already have him going for the 3rd term and it's already done? Let's go over to quick news. Okay, Bad Bunny. This dropped today. Bad Bunny is allegedly, let me just put this.
Bunny is allegedly.
Whoop, hold on, Mr. Trent. All right, Bad Bunny. You can see this picture beside me here with Bad Bunny in his dress. Reports came out today that Bad Bunny is going to be hitting the stage at the Super Bowl in a dress. And it has now gone viral. And of course, Donald Trump and MAGA are up in arms and they want to have a boycott. They want to have everybody tune out during the Super Bowl halftime show. And instead of watching Bad Bunny, they want us to watch TPUSA that's going to have like Kid Rock and like Ted Nugent and all these like MAGA people. Like, give me a break. Now, for those of you who know me well or who watched yesterday's episode when I was talking about Megan Thee Stallion, y'all know that I have a background in music and entertainment over 10 years. I actually went to school for music management, and the course that I aced and that my professor was like, yo, you have a knack for this, is entertainment marketing. All right, this is what I do. Okay, and let me tell you something. The NFL dropping this on Friday. Well, let's just be clear. The NFL didn't drop it. Somebody dropped it, which means the NFL. Dropping this on Friday ahead of the NFC and AFC championship games on Sunday. And then, of course, the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. This is the NFL getting everybody riled up. If y'all remember last year, Kendrick Lamar broke Michael Jackson's record, which I don't even really believe because he broke it by like 100,000. But it's Rock Nation, NFL, and the people who don't tune into football, they need to tune them in. They need them to tune into the halftime show. That's where they sell the ratings. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, was 138 million people that tuned in for the halftime show, more than during the game. So the NFL fans will tune in, me. The casual NFL fans will tune in for the Super Bowl, but then everybody else is going to tune in. Is Bad Bunny gonna wear a skirt? What is he gonna do? How is he gonna piss off MAGA? This is all just hype, and it is working. Y'all see the thumbnail? I have Bad Bunny right here in the middle, and if it wasn't for Corey Holcomb and Nicki, that would have been my lead story. Anyways, listen to my little quick take, and then also some background information. All right, take a listen. And by the way, like, this picture of Bad Bunny right here is hilarious with the hairy armpits, and y'all don't notice here, but he's wearing, like, not that you don't notice, but hard to see. Look at the blue heels with the socks. Money. Anyways, take a listen. Wearing a dress similar to this for the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny is allegedly wearing a dress similar to this for the Super Bowl halftime show, and Donald Trump and MAGA have their knickers in a twist.
We have some news right now. There are renewed boycotts of the NFL, specifically Bad Bunny's halftime show, after a new report came out suggesting that Bad Bunny is going to wear a dress during the show, at least part of it, to celebrate queer Puerto Rican icons and generations of drag resistance and cultural rebellion.
Hey, maybe instead of the pink one at the beginning, he could wear something like this. I like this one personally. It's 2026, people. We got a lot more things to worry about than an artist wearing a dress at the Super Bowl. We'll talk about this. Anyways, by the way, that's why I tell you all to make sure you follow the Trend Out Loud show on Instagram. Throughout the day, I can give you little takes before we actually come to the full show, right? So make sure you follow me on the Trend Out Loud show. But yeah, I already just gave you my take there. Guys, seriously, for this to even agitate people is ridiculous. It's not like he's having a live SEX show or like something that's, you know what I mean? Like, give me a break. A man is showing up in a dress because he wants to support some gay pride. Like, can we stop? But again, this goes back to our breaking story with Philadelphia suing Donald Trump. We all know that Trump, MAGA, Project 25, it's really all about the whitening, the straightening, and the family of America. So this goes against the agenda. This goes against the MAGA agenda. So I understand why Donald Trump is going crazy. I just vehemently disagree with it, okay? And also, I can't wait to get into the comment section to hear what you guys think about this. But Can Donald Trump hate his way through or try to get people to hate their way through what has already happened for the past 20 years? Like, do they actually think that they could stop this? I'm going to boycott the NFL. It makes no sense to me. Like, you could try, but do they really actually think it's going to work? That's one question. To end this, I would like to say one thing about the NFL. I give the NFL a lot of credit because the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, then the racism stuff in the end zone, they took all of that away. They left Jay-Z as the music director for the halftime show, and they are allowing Jay-Z and Rock Nation to ruffle Donald Trump's feathers. And I want to give them credit for that because I had dragged them in the past. But Kendrick Lamar, very pro-black, very militant, very, hey, Uncle Sam, etc., which Donald Trump hated. And now this again, the NFL has been known to curry favor to Donald Trump, but at least they're leaving the halftime show alone. We'll see what happens with Jay, how long he gets to keep it, but I want to give credit where credit is due. Y'all know how I get down. Okay, quickly, we're going to talk about this here, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce flop streak continues. LVMH, Moet, Hennessy scrambles to offload the disaster that is Sir Davis. Okay, so what that is there's a lot of Jay-Z hate. It has started from 2025 with Tony Busby, Jane Doe, him being attached to Diddy. We've talked about that at length. There's also a lot of hate with Ramir, his alleged son. There's also a lot of hate with Rock Nation, some European artists, UK artists being unhappy, leaving Rock Nation, and some artists unhappy leaving Rock Nation. We have told you guys about Jay-Z and Roc Nation's alleged money problems, it had to refinance one of their homes for $50 million to allegedly keep Roc Nation afloat. Okay. And lastly, Roc Nation's battle with content creators. We have DJ Academics have talked about it. I have spoken about it, etc. Okay. So when you hear things like this is just content creators and people being like, yeah, another flop streak. Like, let's just say Sir Davis is actually really a flop and LVMH really wants to scramble to offload it. Do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce really care that Beyonce's whiskey didn't work? Like, do y'all really think that? Now, I'm not saying it's a great thing. And I'm not saying that even any strike on an artist's resume is good for them, but it's minor compared to the success of Cowboy Carter, minor compared to the success of Renaissance, minor compared to the success of what Act 3 is probably going to be, which we know that we've heard that is going to be rock and roll, which is going to be crazy. The concerts sell out, crazy. We all know Beyonce has never been amazing at product. We tried to carry RV Park in our stores, didn't work. I remember even having House of Darion, didn't really work. I hear her hairline is kind of doing good, but I don't know. I think she's tried perfumes. We all know that Beyonce is more like a Taylor Swift, where Taylor Swift is a billionaire off of music. It doesn't normally work that way. It normally works where you put your music out and you make money off of touring and products, a bunch of other adventures, etc. Rihanna being one of those people, right? Rihanna, yes, she has a lot of number ones, etc. But Rihanna is a billionaire because of Fenty. Jay-Z is another one. Jay-Z, a lot of people don't even realize Jay-Z has one number one hit. That's with him and Alicia Keys, New York. Jay-Z is a multi-billionaire, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like 2.5 or whatever. And it's from his investments, etc., etc. 50 Cent, blah, blah, blah. We can go on and on and on. So, of course, Beyonce is going to try products, but Forbes just announced last year that Beyonce was a billionaire just off of music and touring alone. And she does have other little investments. So settle down a little bit with this. And I'm not saying that I'm on the big Beyonce and Jay-Z train either. I do have my qualms about them, especially with Roc Nation going after content creators, which I am. But, you could smell when it's hate. So I'm not going to jump on that train. Okay. Let's get to our third quick story. And this one, I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to prepare you. It is heartbreaking. I saw this video today as soon as I woke up, and I got on my Instagram, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, like a tear came to my eye, like my eyes swelled up. And no, I didn't record it. I hate people that are like, oh my gosh, how can, and they're crying on camera. It's never going to happen. But the reason why, I felt like this person's pain, and I say it in the video here, is we know about yesterday about ICE arresting or detaining the 5-year-old boy, and JD Vance came out and said, well, I heard about it too. It was horrible. But now that we know they wanted to arrest the father ran away and the father left the boy. So what is ICE supposed to do? So that's why they detained the boy. And then there's a story, of course, that again, the DHS is going to put out saying, we asked the mom if she could take the boy. The mom refused. But then there's stories of teachers, people around saying that they would take the boy, and it was just tough. Everybody had talked about this 5-year-old boy. So I wanted to play this video, seeing that everyone was talking about this 5-year-old boy. And this is about a teenager getting arrested. And not only is it heartbreaking to see the teenager, there is a woman, and she's blowing her whistle. And I'm going to stop now because I already say this in this clip here so you can hear me saying it. Listen to the pain, the fear, the anxiety, the helplessness that she feels blowing this whistle, trying to get help for this little boy. Take a listen.
No!
Most days I try to make videos where I'm trying to make y'all laugh, but this one really got me. Not only because ICE is arresting a child, but the whistle blowing in the background got me. You can hear the fear, you can hear the anxiety, not through her voice, but through how she's blowing the whistle. And I looked into what the whistle blowing is, and there's two things. One, to alert the rest of the neighborhood that ICE is there and to stay inside, but also to alert the people in the neighborhood, to let them know that someone's being arrested, to check who was in your house. And that's why she's asking what his name is, because his parents or guardians might not even know that he's being arrested. So if you hear this whistle and you check and you see your niece or nephew or son or daughter not there, you should maybe check in your window, because they might be taken into custody by ICE. And that is so sad.
No! No! Stop! Stop! No! What is your name? What is your name?
Do you have a warrant for this arrest?
Do you have a
Keep blowing your whistle.
You hear the lady say, keep blowing your whistle? She doesn't get his name, so she's trying to alert people, like, your son, your nephew might be being arrested. Look at her. Listen. Listen. Oh. Listen to the other woman blowing the whistle. Oh.
Get the fuck out of here! Come on, man! Show your fucking face!
Hey, oops, sorry for the swearing.
Bitch ass pussy!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, I didn't know about that swearing.
A child.
We will talk about this on the...
Sorry for the swearing, guys. Just heartbreaking, man. Like, she can't do anything. We all know how ICE will treat anybody that goes up to them or does anything. And of course, you can't touch a federal officer, but she's just helpless. The other lady who's there is helpless. And the only thing they could do to try to help this boy, or at least alert his parents, is blow their whistle. That is heartbreaking, man. Like, this is the United States of America. And you hear them just saying, yo, just blow your whistle. Just blow your whistle. Let everybody else know. If you are not from here, if you might not have it, don't come out. Also, if you're looking in your house and you see that your son or your nephew or somebody's not there, he's getting arrested, come out. Just want to let you all know. That is heartbreaking, if you ask me. Okay, let's go to Trump and what I told you guys about earlier, what he put on online today. This is what Donald Trump put on True Social. He said, record numbers all over the place. And I would like to know what that means. Where are the record numbers, sir? Record numbers all over the place. Should I run for a fourth term? Does nobody see the problem in this? What are you talking about? Should I run for a fourth term? Is he indirectly telling us like the third term's already done? Like, forget it. I already played a clip for you guys, I think last week, where he said, I don't want to have midterms. Normally times when there's a president that wins the election, the midterms, the other party sweeps and gets back the House and the Senate. I don't want to lose the House and the Senate. I don't want midterms. So literally in the past 2 weeks, Donald Trump, the president of the United States, have said he doesn't want to have midterms. And now he's saying, yo, should I run for a fourth term? And people online are being like, oh, yo, grandpa, yo, this guy's senile, check him in. He doesn't even realize that he doesn't have a third term yet. No. He realizes The mistake is he let it slip that he already knows that he has a third term in the bag because everything is fixed already. He already has it done. They already know how they're going to get it done, and they already know that he's going to win. Y'all should be alarmed, man. I'm just saying. All right. That is it for quick news. Very excited to go to social discussion. I'm telling y'all right now, stay tuned for social discussion. I have a video of a guy picking up a girl in a grocery store with her boyfriend right beside her, and they have a back and forth. And we're going to analyze this and see who is right here, the girl or the boyfriend. So stick around for that. And also in lesson of the day, we have 3 key signs of emotional, intelligent couples. And also, if you really care, hold the people that you love accountable. Let's go over to social discussion now. All right. Let me take down Donald Trump here. Please, no more Donald Trump. All right. Before we get to social discussion, I have a very important question to ask y'all. Is your computer, laptop, or cell phone vulnerable to data breaches? Hold on. That's an indirect question. Let me answer that for y'all. Yes, they are. All your devices that are online are all vulnerable unless you're using Aura, the all-in-one digital security platform. Please go to my sponsor below, aura.com/trend-out-loud to get your free 14-day trial to see if any of your data has already been exposed. If you're ever wondering how scammers get your cell phone number or why your inbox is filled with spam, here is why. There are companies called data brokers, and they sell your data, and they do it without your consent, and they make billions of dollars selling it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. That is why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to my family, friends, and out louders. Aura takes care of the hard part for you, automatically removing your information off of these sites and keeping it off. Aura is an all-in-one digital security platform. With Aura, you get alerts if any of your personal information is ever found on the dark web, real-time fraud alerts for your credit card or banking information, a secure VPN, antivirus. You also get a password manager. They have US-based support round-the-clock customer service. Also, in the event that anything should ever go wrong, Aura also includes, not offers, it's included, a $5 million identity theft insurance protection package. You may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like locking your front door and keeping your back door and your windows open. Do not go online another day without having Aura. We have the link below, or you could just take out your phone and your camera and go with this QR code. It will take you directly there. Guys, it is absolutely free. Anything you do online, I don't care if it's Netflix, Amazon, whatever it is, your information is sold. It is legal. And they sell it in the event of saying, hey, we want to know what Sarah is buying. We want to know what this person, Brian, is watching. And bad actors can get your information, and that's how you get text messages from people you never gave your phone number to, phone calls, emails, etc., etc., etc. I heard they're stealing people's homes now, and you know what I mean? Like taking their deeds, taking out mortgages. It's very, very dangerous. With Aura, absolutely free. They can remove all of your information and keep it off, and they'll do it for free with the link below and the QR code, okay? Now, so excited to get to this. I've watched it like 2 times. I'm going to let you guys watch it in full, and then we're going to break it down, and then I'm really interested for the guys. My guy question is, if a guy asks your girl for her number in front of you, how are you reacting? And women, how do you want your man to react in this situation? Watch this.
I'm with my man right now.
Huh?
You gonna say anything? No. Really? Yo, nothing.
You sure you don't want my number? No.
Can I get his number?
No, I want yours.
You want my number?
Yeah, I want your number.
Really? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good.
You said this is your brother?
No, it's my man.
Oh.
Seriously.
Shit. Oh shit.
You're not gonna say nothing. You're fine if I give him my number.
I don't see
yeah, sure.
Shall I?
Okay, let's go back and dissect this, okay? So, in the grocery store, Guy comes up and says, hey, I like you. Can I have your phone number? And this is the first thing that she says. And then we'll go to the second and then pause it. Okay. Hold on. Let me put this beside me. Okay. Here we go. So.
Asking.
I'm with my man right now.
Okay. She says, I'm with my man right now. That's the first thing. Great answer. I feel like everybody is doing the proper thing. Hold on. Let me bring it here. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Huh?
He says, huh? She looks to her man because she already said, yo, I'm with my man. She already answered properly. I'm with my guy. He says, huh? She looks to her man. And this is where I feel like the first mistake is done. Listen to look what he does.
You can't say anything.
She's like, you're not going to say anything? He's like, no, I'm not saying nothing. Now, look, the reason why I stopped it here, because this is the first mistake. I want to be clear. This guy made the first mistake. His woman is being approached by a man. He's asking her for her phone number. She's saying, yo, this is my man. And he's saying, huh? She is looking for reassurance from her man. She is looking for backup. That's what anybody would do. Even if it was another girl or whatever, you're going to look to the people who you're with. Yo, you got my back. And the guy's like, no, I don't have your back. Why would you do that, bro? Your girl is asking you to have her back, to make her feel protected, to make her feel secure, and you're backing away? What kind of man would do that? And she asked for it. She was willing to do it on her own, and then because he said, huh, she asked for it. You shouldn't even have her to ask for it. So first mistake. But then she continues to, well, not continues, but then she starts to make a bunch of mistakes after this. Look at this.
Really? Yo, nothing.
So now she's like, really? No. Okay, nothing. Here we go now.
You sure you don't want my number? No.
Looking again.
No, I want.
Why, first, why are you asking that? Why? I know he made a mistake, but why are you asking? Can I give him my number? Listen.
His number?
No, number. No.
Can I get his number?
Can I get his number? What? I understand you're mad, but why are you asking if you can get his number? Why are you provoking the situation even more? Because this guy now is saying, yo, I don't agree with him, but he's saying, I don't want to say anything. I want to see how you handle this when I'm not here. That's what he's doing without saying anything. Like, we're not dumb, but why are we're not kids, bro. You guys are adults. Why do you have to, like, I want to see what, no, I don't want to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like what he's doing, but then I don't like her trying to provoke him to say something. That is not how an adult handles the situation. You shouldn't be upset with your man. And then now you're going to try to provoke him. Can I give him my number?
No, I want yours.
You want my number?
Yeah, I want your number.
Really?
Again, she's tried 3 times. He's trying. He's like, no, I'm not doing anything. I want to see how you handle this by yourself.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good.
You said this is your brother?
Okay, so she's like, you know what? Okay, I'm good. My man's not going to say anything. I'm tired of playing this game. I tried to provoke him. Nothing. Let him slide. Now he says, hold on a second. You tried to have your man have your back. He didn't say anything. Are you guys playing with me? Is this your brother?
No, it's my man.
Oh.
Seriously.
Shit. Oh, shit.
You're not going to say.
Hold on. I just lost my camera feed here. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, I just lost my camera feed.
You're fine if I get
Yo, hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad right now.
I'll see.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Anyways, I'm so mad I just lost my camera feed. I was having so much fun with this. Yo, guys, nobody can see me, huh? Yo, this is crazy. Hold on a sec, guys. Hold on. Let me try to fix my camera here. There we go. All right, I'm back. Thank you for sticking with me. All right. Sorry, I got scared there for a second. Yeah, so hold on. Let's go back and put this back up. I was having fun there. All right, so hold on. Where were we?
I'm with my man right now.
Hold on.
You said this is your brother?
Man.
Oh, so this is your brother?
Oh.
Serious.
Then she says, yo, this is your brother? He takes a step back now. What is this? This guy's a big loser.
Oh, shit.
You're not going to say nothing.
So she's clearly upset. You don't have my back. He thinks you're my brother. You're just leaving me out here by myself.
You're fine if I give him my number.
Oh, so now she's doubling down, challenging him. Okay, so hold on. You want to back away? You want to see how I act? Well, you're fine if I give him my number?
I'll say
yeah, sure.
Sure.
And then she's like, yeah, sure. And then she gives him the number. So this is my whole take with this. This makes me so upset. Like I said, to be 100% fair, she did the right thing in the beginning, saying, sorry, this is my man. He said, huh? She turned to her man. He made the first mistake. But if you ask me, other than that first mistake, she made 10 mistakes after that. The first time that he said, huh? And the guy backed away, she should have been like, what? Oh, dude, I cannot believe you're leaving me out to dry. Anyways, no, you cannot have my number. This is my man. Leave me alone. And she should have done it there. She should have ended it right there. Instead of going back and checking your man 5-6 times, playing with him. You're not going to say anything? Say my number? You're doing this. You don't do all of that in public. A real woman is not going to do that in public. Now, I understand it's hard at that time to be a real woman when this guy's not being a real man, but you should never let anybody off your game. So the fact that she's there playing with him, should I give him my number? Maybe should I? And then be like, I'm going to give you my number. That would have been done. No, tell that guy to leave you alone. Say, listen, I talked to you one time. No, you cannot have my number. Get out of my face. And then you talk to your man after and be like, yo, don't test me and think how I'm going to handle myself in public. I need trust. I need security. I need all this. Anyways, this video makes me very upset. I can't wait to get into the comment section to see what you guys think about it. Okay. Woo. Let me get to lesson of the day because I'm really excited to get to the comment section. Okay. I literally got worked up there. All right. 3 keys to an emotional, intelligent relationship. I'm in love with this. Take a listen.
There are 3 signs of emotionally intelligent couples. First, they fight for each other, not against each other.
Ooh,
emotionally intelligent couples don't see conflict as a battle to win. They see it as an opportunity to understand each other better.
I just want to, sorry, it's Friday. Y'all know I'm long-winded. Disagreements, battles, it's not a battle. Yo, we're together. This is an opportunity for us to understand and learn each other. I think that's beautiful.
Instead of saying, you're so selfish for being late, they'll say, when you're late, I feel like I don't matter. Can we talk about that? This shift transforms a fight into a chance for deeper connection. 2, they take responsibility for their own emotional regulation, and they know when co-regulating is key. Emotionally intelligent couples don't outsource their feelings, but they also understand that no one can regulate perfectly on their own all the time. For example, one person might say, I'm feeling overwhelmed and I need a minute to calm down. Or during an argument, one partner might say, I just need 10 minutes to collect my thoughts so I don't say something I'll regret. At the same time, they recognize when co-regulation is crucial. This might look like saying, hey, I'm really upset right now. Can you just hold my hand while we talk this through? Or I actually just really need a hug before we dive into this. Balancing self-regulation with shared comfort builds safety in the relationship.
I love that. I'll give you guys know, like throwing in my own experience. I was having a conversation with somebody in my kitchen and we were sitting on like the stools facing each other. And I like that. And she was like, yo, could we just go in the living room? Could we just go in the living room and sit on the couch and talk? And I was like, why? She's like, just because I want to. And this is like what she's talking about. Like, okay, I'm going to put aside something that is not as important for me and that might be important for you for the sake of making you feel safe. Now, really, it shouldn't matter if we're standing up, if we're outside, if we're in the car or whatever, but she felt more comfortable in the living room talking and we moved there and the conversation switched. So sometimes you got to take those little nuances away and give that to the person who you're having a conversation with to make them feel self-regulated. I think it was super important.
Number 3, they stay curious about each other always.
I love this. Listen,
Even years into the relationship, emotional, intelligent couples approach each other with curiosity. Literally,
Yes.
what I mean by this is you put your little anthropological lens on and you get curious about your partner as if they're a dinosaur. I know that's weird, but what I'm really trying to say is literally you're trying to get their world. You zip down.
Woo! Woo! Yo, I need a round of applause. Yo, you gotta try to get your partner's world, and you have to be continuously curious about that person. Woo, I love that.
Your perspective, and you just put it over there. You have it take a little nap. Not that your perspective doesn't matter, but it is just taking a little nap so that you can get their world and stay curious. And by the way, something to watch out for is that curiosity can often be masked as a jab. So it could look like, hey, why do you think you're so controlling? Not curiosity. That's just a dick move.
Yeah, and let's not try to be mean to people, but curiosity, I think that's amazing. I really love that. I always try to understand another person's world. And like you said, you have a perspective. Okay, I have a perspective. I have this thought of you, but I could put it aside. Let me get into your world. Let me get into your background. Let me get into your culture. I'll chat GPT. Oh, okay, I'm understanding this, whatever, blah, blah. I'm still going to match that with my culture, your actions, your intentions, like what we talked about yesterday. And then you have a larger depth to go over. This here is my second lesson of the day. If you really care, hold the person accountable. I love this. This should be everybody in your life, not just a relationship.
The biggest sign that your partner is supporting your healing isn't what you think it is. It's actually them holding you accountable. It's telling them, hey, you promised this standard. You said you meet me here. You haven't. Hold the mirror up. Show them this is what you promised. This is what you said you'd be working on. This is the inner work you said you'd be doing. Partner who truly supports your healing supports it. What is support? Holding you accountable. Only when that mirror is shown up to their partner that they actually heal. And you have to understand, you can't hold that mirror up forever, but give them a chance. The biggest.
I love the end of it. You can't hold that mirror up forever, but give them a chance. That's holding them accountable. I love this. I have left relationships with this, and I say sometimes I have trust issues, and then not necessarily like it's like guy girl cheating issues. It's more issues of like, hey, we're meeting and you say that you're this type of person, you want to do this, and you have these goals, and this is what you want to do, and this is who you want to be, and it's a person who you want to be. And then I see that you're not that person. I will hold you accountable, not only for me, but for yourself. I'm like, hey, you said you wanted to be like this. Look at yourself in the mirror. Is that how you are? Is this what happened? It could be even in the past or now. Is this a reflection? You just did this last week. Is that type of person? You didn't say that's the type of relationship you wanted to be in. You say you wanted to do this. You said you wanted to do that, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever it is, whether it's you want to get married, whether you want to have kids, whether you want to start a company, whether you want to live together. It doesn't matter what it is. It's if you say something, be about it. And you got to hold people accountable. But the most important thing is love can only take you so far. And if that person is not holding up to the standards that they want for themselves, you guys just let go of that mirror and be like, I tried. All right. So that is today's lessons. I thought they were really good. Let's go over to question of the day. And then I got to get to comment section because there's a lot of comments going on. All right. This is, y'all know this is my favorite thing to do. This is who do you want to sit next to on the plane. I'll admit this is not the best one that we found. Normally they're like more like influential people, but I see the comments are covering up. I'll tell you guys everybody, okay? The first one is Kanye West. The second one is Kai Cenat. The third one, now you see that there's extra seating, but the third one is Donald Trump. The fourth is Travis Scott. The fifth is Rihanna. The sixth is sitting in the middle of Justin Bieber, and I have no clue who this other person is. The seventh is Aiden Ross, and I don't know who this other guy is. They're seven. And eight is Sydney Sweeney and Kim Kardashian. I know a lot of dudes would want to sit in number 8 here. Let me move it aside so you guys can see it a little bit better. There, you guys see it a little bit better now? There you go. That's the seating. For me, like, although I am very upset at Kanye West right now, I wouldn't mind trying to speak with him about mental health, and I wouldn't mind having the conversation and letting him know how much it hurts me, somebody who is diagnosed with bipolar, to not use that to sell your products, and to only use mental health only when you have something to sell. So I think I would try him. Not very popular, but I would like to sit beside Donald Trump to see and ask him certain questions that I feel like a lot of people have not asked him. And I'm not going to get into anything political right now, but I would love to get into his mind, because I actually really 100% think that Donald Trump makes movements, not for MAGA, not for Republican Party, not for anything else, but for himself and for money. That is what I feel like the core. I don't believe that he believes 90% of the things he says. I think that he makes movements for him and the benefit of his family. It's been reported that he's made $1.4 billion as a president. So I would love to have that interview on a plane, because I know he would never have that conversation, but I would like to pick his brain. And I know he's not going to answer me and tell me those things, but you could tell a lot by how somebody answers and looking them in their eye. Travis Scott, Rihanna, I'd be like, yo, what up, Riri? You know, I'm fine. I don't need to talk to Justin Bieber. I don't need to say anything to Aiden Ross. And I don't know, Sydney Sweeney and Kim Kardashian, I just feel like, no. All right. That is it. Let me know in the comment section who you guys would sit beside. All right. Let's go over to the comment section. I'm really hyped up, guys. Hold on. Let me just give you a little. All right. Okay. Thank you for the applause. Let's go. All right. My favorite time of the show. Get to come and talk to my people, my out louders. How y'all doing on this beautiful Friday? Well, I don't know if it's beautiful because I know the weather's bad out there. All right, I got comments to get through. Ooh, finish at 1 hour, as I always do. All right, Poet said hi. Morgan said, hey, out louders. Melva said, hey, Trent. Made it to a live. Hello, I think that's Aquila. Hello, Aquila. Roberta's in the building. What up, Trent? Jane, hello all. Melva said hello, everybody. Mystery on Twitch. Hey. What up? Hey, happy Friday. Streaming from the UK. What up? Crystal's in the building. What up? Happy Friday. Aaliyah. Hey, Roberta with the super sticker. Bam. Roberta, thank you. Hello. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Hey, I didn't do super chats today, and I didn't do memberships. Thank you for that. All right. Let's continue. Theater. Roberta said the Donald. Out louders. Natasha. What up, Natasha? Felicia. Good evening, out louders. It's Friday from the Bahamas. Gia's in the building. What up, Manhattan? Angela, Washington. What up? Mystery. The internet is playing up tonight. It's going to be difficult to stream the show. That sucks. I like my ice crushed. Okay, well, thank you for letting us know. Another race All right, I think that's a troll. Rose says he's trying to erase history. Yes, that's Donald Trump. Morgan says Trump can take down all the plaques in the world, but he cannot erase. I love this. Our culture, strength, and history. Love that, Morgan. Emily said, hey, Trent, happy Friday. That's from Emily. Spencer says, George Washington was never in the White House. Melva said, who voted for this numbskull race? Raise your hand. Morgan laughed at Melva. I haven't seen Democrats this angry since Republicans. I don't know if that's a troll. I don't know if I want to read that out loud. Spencer says, we are not responsible for anything our forefathers have done. Philadelphia, my hometown. What up, Smarty Jones? Melva is laughing with Morgan. Filthy Philly from John. And Anthony Anderson. Okay, I'm not going to read that. I think you guys are right. We might have to start getting moderators out here. Yeah. Good evening. There's Kim in the building. Kim. Caveat. Did I say caveat again, Melva? That is a real word, by the way. Tez, what up, Tez? Sentinel, I think is not pronounced that name. Wallen. Kim in the building talking to Tez. Why spell Gun? Well, because YouTube will flag me, sir. Are toddlers watching? Well, they could. Howdy, Trent. Kate listening from West London, UK. What up, Katie? Sam says, oh my gosh, we're not going to repeat that. Kim says, hit that like button. Morgan. Guys, don't even pay attention to the haters. Let them comment. It still helps with the algorithm. Mystery says, I had to reset my router. Damn, it's going to be one of those nights. Sorry about that, Mystery. Eddie said he's going out bad. Somebody said disgusting. Oh, talking about Corey. Mystery said it's Friday. Gia, that's crazy and hard to see. A man who puts his hands on a woman proves no point. But that's not her man. Facts. Eddie said, wow. Crystal said, Sam, this live is anything but ish. But if you don't like it, totally fine. You don't need to watch. Don't even pay attention. Don't even answer to those people, Crystal. But thank you very much. Everyone's saying, what's up to Eddie? Shy said hello. Kim. Teresa. Why won't Nicki just simply go away? She needs to go somewhere. It's giving, please pay attention to me. Exactly my point. Like, I don't understand. And he said she dropped $500,000 just like that. Bound said he agrees. Plus her attitude is ugly. Or she just be a conservative. Kim said yes. Crystal said, geez, he's not spelling G-Went because the toddlers are watching. As monitors are verbiage, Canada get flagged on YouTube. Thank you very much, Crystal. Crystal knows what's up. I might get flagged because of that video I played with the F word in it. I'm supposed to check these videos before, but some days I'm rushing. Anyways, Teresa said, thank you. She's washed, bro. She's the F-bomb away. Crystal says she agrees with Teresa. Nikki garbage, aka a fake little kid. Laughing. Bad karma, Nikki. Crystal's laughing at Kenny. Love Bad Bunny. Shout out to Bad Bunny. I don't too, Arthur. He's dope. Bad Bunny. Me too, Arthur. Love Bad Bunny. Here, I like this Bad Bunny love in here. Trump attacks the dumbest people from John. Kenny said, Crystal, I've been saying that when she was with Fendi. Ooh, that's somebody who really knows Nicki. I meant Bad Bunny. Okay, nope. Here, the majority of people aren't. Okay, Shakira says healing though. What is he doing? Crystal said, Kenny, you called it. Ugly. This. Sorry. Okay, we're not going to get into that. Okay, an address. T-Base said his backup dancer should wear outfits with the word. I don't know what that is. Across the front as a joke. I don't know what that word spells. Kenny spitting facts. Teresa said, and if he wears a dress, so what? In my Brooklyn-born voice. Love that. Arthur said, true, and we are going to tune in. Facts. Kenny said, dumb bunny. Dummy the bunny. Hold on. I thought you guys were agreeing with Kenny. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I think it's Vampire said, I'm Puerto Rican. I saw him when he started with trap, a lot of featuring. Then the more he got famous, he started kissing a guy in concert. Music controversy, but it's publicity. Okay. Facts trend. This is an amazing clickbait stunt. Bad Bunny knows how to get the people tuned in. Exactly. And the more you get riled up is the more that he wants it. The music industry worried when people stop talking about you. Exactly. Somebody said Trump equals narcissist. Dad, I'm not going to say that name. Can you? Okay, I'm not going to read that. Crazy. Kim says it's not going to happen. They can't stop the NFL. Too many billionaires. Facts. Kobe said first live flow show followers living in Sacramento, California from NYC been listening to your show for 1.5 years. Thank you. You're real good. I hear you and have your own opinion. You tend to agree I'm in the middle too. Wow, respect, Kobe. Thank you. I think I've seen one of your comments before, or read one of your comments, but thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. John or John. I don't. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Hi, Trent. Hey, what up? I just got this name before and now I can't read it. Is it Alaika? Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. But Jay-Z and Beyonce been having dinner parties with Trump. Yeah, I did see. I covered that when they were attending one of those parties. A little bit weird. It was for like Ivanka Trump or something. Anyways, Black Girl Law said, my brother Trent, we are back here. Tasha and DJ Garsania, North Carolina, come on and raise up. We watch just traveling, so we don't comment, but we're back. Let's go. What up, TJ and Tasha? Bad Bunny in a dress. Oh my gosh, I don't like it, but I guess they could do whatever they want these days. Kim said, hey, Black Girl Last. Teresa said another pair to exit stage left with Nicki. Kim said, welcome, Kobe. See how welcoming we are here. Who is even on Rock Nation production anymore? Megan Thee Stallion. Jay-Z has had several bad deals. Totally agree. Black Girl Lost said, hey, Kim, my sister. Hey, girl. Mystery said, be careful out there, all you young ladies, especially if some of the men are wearing dresses. All is well. Oh my gosh, Trent, you had me in tears when you shared the voice of the ICE detainee, these poor children. I know, so sad, and there's no excuse. Yeah, it's really sad. Morgan said, my heart absolutely breaks. I can't even believe it. I thought children were off limits for ICE. Oh my gosh, so sad. I can't believe they are grabbing kids. So sad. Melba said, these are people who care about humanity. These are people who care about humanity, the poor children. It's not a United States anymore. Trent, facts. Totally agree with you, Melba. Kay Thomas said, how disgusting to watch. I can't imagine having a life, having to live a life like this. And what I can't believe is that's the United States of America. That's what's so shocking about it. Somebody said arrest Pam Bondi. Oh yeah, Akila. I think that's how your name is pronounced. Akila. Excuse me for my dyslexia. Does anybody care about Epstein file anymore? Thank you for saying that. Go on my Instagram. I put a post today, like a 3-minute long post from that girl on CNN that totally destroyed Scott Jennings. Go to my Instagram. You'll see I put up a post. I didn't want to play it here because I would have to bleep out too many words because she was saying a lot of words that I couldn't put on YouTube, but I am still pushing for that. And I talk about it on my show at least every week. Arrests. I don't know how to pronounce that. Means something. Omar. Morgan said, so if children are walking to school or home, ICE can just take them. Yup. Are you moving back to Jamaica? Maybe. Off to the Bahamas. If Trump wins again. Rishi says, the ICE operation is running amok in the US and there is no end to the nightmare in certain neighborhoods. Crystal says the US is seriously in some crazy times. I'm moving to Canada. Can you hook me up with a job, Trent? Hell yeah. You could just come and be my moderator. You could just work from home. This ish is crazy. I said, first of all, the situation with the couple should have never have happened. Okay, we're getting into the couple. I like this. EJ Johnson said, leave. Kobe said, hey, Kim. Here, I'm so happy to get into this couple thing. I feel like she should have never said, I'm with my man right now. She should have said, no, I'm not interested. I'm happy with my man, and walked over to her man. Okay. Crystal said, and yes, her man's reaction is wrong too. Exactly. K-Tom said, I feel that she did not answer correctly in the first instance. She should have just added, I'm not interested in you. Okay. I would have thrown these hands at him for the disrespect. So what Leonard said. Kay Thomas said, she's looking interested in him. She looks flattered. Okay, if that's how you took it. Nice T said, exactly, Trent. That man is basically signaling that I'm here, but you need to handle this. But I still think, I just want to reiterate, that's what he did when the guy first asked, and he didn't say anything, because some guys wouldn't even have let that guy even say anything, but he just let her say anything. He let him ask. What I think was wrong, what he did as a man, is when he said, huh? And then she turned to him. You can never have your girl turn to you to ask you for anything, protection, backup, or whatever. If your girl needs you, you got to be there as a man. That is your role. Simple as that. That's his first fail. He made the first mistake. Done. I understand what he was trying to do, but there's a time and a place. Amanda said they should at least learn. I think that this might be spam. Oops. Here. Let me scroll this up. Everything does not need to turn into throwing hands. Need a tech guy. Thank you, but we're good. Akila, I hope I pronounced your name right. Why is she entertaining the conversation? Exactly. She should have just kept it moving and said she's with her men. She just keeps looking for validation from her man. Yeah, I don't understand why she kept going on. Why? She's seeing that her man made a mistake. It should be done. And then you go talk to your man in the car. Why does she have to keep going on? And the fact that she was like, all right, fine, and antagonizing her man and being like, fine, I'll just give him my number. That would have been it. I never would have spoke to that girl ever again. She's for the streets. Done. You're done. Hip-Hack said, we can hear you, but we can't see you. Oh, that's when we lost thing. Can't see you. He should have just stood by her and had her back, but let her do what she wants. Exactly. K-Tom said, I think she was waiting for more of a reaction from her boyfriend. Yeah, but okay, I'm going to stay out of it. Where is IT support? That's funny. No, we can't see you, Trent. Rem, the grocery store. This is mystery. What carry on her man certainly doesn't want to defend his territory. In fact, all three of them are in the wrong, and I would chase them out of the store. Okay, fair. Kate applauded. Okay, we can't see you. But her trying to provoke him is just childish. Exactly. That's all I am saying. Her trying to provoke him is 100% childish. I know it's hard when a man is not acting like a man, but you should still be, don't let anybody get you off your game. He looks so uncomfortable, keeps swallowing extra though, fearing deer in headlights. Leonard says, nah, when she said she was with her man, that's the end of the conversation. Anything after is disrespect. Agreed. But the guy is trying to do a skit, by the way. He's filming it. He's a content creator. He really doesn't want her phone number. Let's not get it twisted, right? Trent, you lost your camera feed and I lost my internet connection. Sorry about that, mystery. The whole take on this relationship is not going to last. It's too toxic. Exactly. She's for the streets. Morgan said she should have ended it and kept it moving with her man. Exactly. Even though her man was wrong, you got to end it. Happy Friday out loudest from Emma. This wind is blowing. Kim is in Arizona. Kobe said, I will be listening on Spotify Sunday. I'll be back. All right. Thank you for those podcast downloads. This is so scary. This must pertain to the younger generation. Older men I know doesn't like talking too much. So what then? Crystal said, yes, yes, yes. I love this advice for an emotional, intelligent relationship. I value these goals. Like I said before, it's not me against you. It's us against the problem. I love that, Crystal. Velma says, why is she holding a conversation with him? Exactly. And her so-called man is not responding. Yeah, they're both ridiculous. Emma said, I think I'm sitting next to number 9 with a good read. Who's number 9? Let me check. There is no number 9. No, it ends at 8. Morgan said she thinks number 7 is Timothy Clamate. Don't know how to pronounce that name. EJ Johnson said, how long can you stay in the restroom on the plane? I think that means that you want to sit on position number 8 with Sydney Sweeney and Kim Kardashian. Nicey said yes. Morgan, I think so. And isn't 6 an Eagles player? No, because he's maybe. He's really young though. I don't know. And the fact that beside Justin Bieber, anyways, I'm not too sure. Somebody said number 1, Kanye and Travis. Yeah, I don't want to sit beside Travis. What are we going to talk about with Travis Scott? Crystal said, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm going to fight with. I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to fight with you to resolve the issue, so we both win in love. Oh, Crystal, you're so right. Or athlete, can't think of his name. Happy Friday. I'm looking forward to being snowed in with my fam this weekend. I know a lot of people are like, yo, let's go. Me too. I think I might stay home this weekend. I actually just had that conversation with somebody. We might not go out. Might just stay in. I already told you all already had a movie night. Tonight even might be just even a stay in night. You know, I just put on some music and just dance downstairs alone. Well, not alone, but West Palm Beach says, hi, Trent. What up, E. Johnson? Emma said, I agree, Crystal. I'm not fighting. I'm focusing my energy on the issue. I want to just tell you how much I love you all, man. Like, we are so much alike. It's crazy. I love your wisdom. Thank you, Emma. I think it's Emma Lewis or M. Lewis. Hey, Kim. I can't see earlier comments. That's why I redo all these comments after. You're welcome, Trent. I got your back. Thanks, Crystal. Black Girl Lost said, forever out louders. Be safe, you guys. Who is preparing for the storm? We are well, Tasha and DJ, North Carolina. The Epstein files are no longer coming out, basically. We'll see. We'll see. Crystal said, yeah, the post you put up about Epstein is great. Loved it. Thank you, Crystal. Emma said, it's really sad about the kids. I teach children. Really sad. I don't know. This story is last year. Dump that boy. That ain't your man. E. Johnson. Who the is going to watch the scumbag? That's a bunch of light that they. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Nolans, what up, Nolans? I'm looking forward to the Bad Bunny halftime performance. It's going to be wild. The dress idea is hot. Love that. ICE using kids is illegal. Lawsuit. Great show again, Trent. Thank you very much, Mystery. Nolans said, be safe during the storm, y'all. Hope we don't lose power. And the last one is 9 means I don't know who I'm seating. Oh, I get it, Emma. You don't know who you're sitting beside. All right. I got that. We're having ice here in New Orleans, but it's warm now. All right. Thank you very much for all of those comments. We had a great week today. Okay. Let me do my sign off and then I'll come back for like the last comments of the day before we all go and enjoy our snowed in, freezing cold. I think everybody in North America is going to be staying in this weekend, man. So at least you guys can have some, videos, podcasts, and stuff to listen to. Check out any episode that you may have missed this week. All right. Before I let you guys go, I just want to remind you of 3 things. And I didn't even tell you guys this when we were doing social discussion, which I normally do. So happy to tell you again. While we are doing lives, you can give us a super chat like Roberta did. Thank you very much, Roberta. And also, when we are offline, you can give us a super thanks. It's sometimes underneath the video, or you might have to click the 3 dots in the comment section. The super thanks will come up. You could choose any amount that you would like. You could change around the thank you and put whatever comment you would like. It sends me a notification. I'll write you back and I will read it the next day if you would like. All right. A lot of people have asked, you have PayPal, do you have Venmo? Super thanks and super chats are the best way to give back to the show if you would like. Second thing to remind you guys is please sign up for the Out Loud membership on YouTube. You'll see the join button above up or a membership tab somewhere. Sign up and become an official Out Louder. When you're in the comment section, I can see who's an Out Louder member. So it's really cool to just be in the family. Before I let you guys go, I want to remind you of all the 3 ways to stay connected with the Trend Out Loud show. The first one is podcast. For those of you who like to listen to shows like this, we're available on all podcast platforms. Just go to any pod site, type in Trend Out Loud, the show will pop up. Do not forget to hit the follow, subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And we upload daily, 5 days a week. All right, we are working hard here for y'all. Now, the second way is through video, and that is my favorite way. I love watching shows like this with video. Head on over to YouTube, type in Trend Out Loud. When the show pops up, I'm going to need you to do 6 things over there. Please, please, and thank you. First 2 is hit that subscribe and hit that like button. We got to get the algorithming. Some of you might even see a hype button. Make sure you press that hype button if you do. Third thing is I'm very appreciative of all these live comments. It's so fun. That's why we're going to continue to do these lives. But please, after the video is posted, please comment at the bottom of the video. We have to keep the conversation going for the people who are not able to make it into the lives, all right? So please keep that discussion going. And it also helps with the algorithm as well. Now, for those of you who do not like to join in on conversations, please don't feel any pressure. But every night before I go to bed, it's my little thing. I go through all the comments, and the thing I like seeing the most is how global this podcast is. So let me know where you are watching from, which country or which city. It really makes me feel good, all right? So if you don't want to join in on a conversation, let me know where you're listening from. The fourth thing, and one of the most important, is if you're enjoying this show, if you like this content, if you like having these discussions with me, and you know people that are like-minded or just even open to having discussions, please share this channel with them. I tell you guys this every show. I'm in this for the long term, 5 or 10 years from now. I want to have a good community and a great platform where people can come and hear Republican side, the independent side, entertainment side, this side, doesn't matter, and we can have a discussion. So if you have open-minded, like-minded people, please share this channel with them. It really helps in growing. I appreciate y'all. Fifth, sign up for the Out Loud membership. And number 6, do not forget the super thanks and super chat when you're over on YouTube. The third way is our new way that we started for 2026 is we are live. So that's podcast, video, and now we are live. We go live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube in 2 different formats. You can watch us in one format on your phone, or you can watch us on another format, a horizontal format on your laptop or your TV screens, okay? And after we end our live, there will be 2 different posts. You could choose to watch it in whatever format you would like. Also, we are live on Twitch, Instagram, and also on Kick. Podcast, video, lives. Check us out. Now, for those who want to follow me outside of the show, I'm available on all social platforms, and it's almost the same handle, Trend Out Loud. I'm the most active on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, which I've said a couple of times already today, if you're going to follow one thing, follow the Trend Out Loud show on IG. That is when I could talk to you guys daily. Could be the middle of the night, morning, lunch, dinner, whatever it is, on the weekends. And I get to tell you guys everything that's going on, and I get to give you guys my take in 1 minute, 2 minute clips. I'm also able to play things for you that I can't play for you here on YouTube because of copyright reasons, or they're swearing or whatever. And what I really love about it is just me in my raw form. When I come in and do this show, I'm all whatever. I'm all dressed nice. I have everything done up, whatever. I'm taking a shower. I'm creamed up. I'm ready to go. The Trend Out Loud show on Instagram is very, very unfiltered. I might be just jumping in the shower, got out the shower, may have just woke up on my way in the car. It's very, very unfiltered, and it's just another dimension to the show, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So please follow that page, like and comment over there. We're just building up on different platforms, okay? It's really important to diversify. So please support me over on that page as well, all right? That is it for today. Let me go over to last comments. Crystal said, happy third full week of lives. Thank you, Trent. You are doing amazing. Love you and all the amazing Out Louders. Thank you, Crystal. We love you too. Black Girl Lost gets the last comment from the day. Out Louder question of the day. What do you guys plan to do should you lose power? We got one piece cards. We got one piece cards. I don't know what that is. Cheese, magic cards, and we're gonna play Uno. I think you meant Uno, and also Cards Against Humanity. I have that game too. I have no idea. I hope I'm not gonna lose power, but if we do, I don't know. I'll just have a drink and chill. But I'm not gonna be alone, so that would be cool. Black Girl Lost says we also got Yahtzee to play. And have a good weekend to all. All right, Mystery, you get the last one. The last comment comes out from Twitch. Listen, y'all, please be safe this weekend. And like some people just said here, Black Girl Lost and a couple other people, get some games, get your candles ready, get food, get stuff, get prepared. Hey, if y'all don't see me on Monday, that means that we're all out of power, right? But make sure y'all be safe. We can connect and talk to each other through IG. You can always DM me, etc. Not only here on these platforms, all right? Please be safe, and I'll see y'all Monday. Have a blessed weekend, and I love y'all. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace!